Yay! Yes. Greetings, everyone. So much love. Tonight is going to be another special night. 2 nights in a row. How do you do two special, superfluous nights in a row? We're here on Trey. We do what we want. So much love. I'm going to get into some amazing things tonight. Chris Miner will be joining us. I let him know that I still had some jibber jabber left. And man, last night was awesome. And Silas was dope. And then Silas did a show today on his thing. And I'm going to share some stuff on Silas's YouTube that he shared today. And I literally put in a comment on his YouTube and it immediately disappeared. But it was some of the most ghetto fire brilliance that it was ever shared on a YouTube comment ever. So I will have to figure out what I said exactly and reshare that. But tonight, I'm gonna get into some Tribe of Dan stuff. I have to talk a little crypto stuff and technocracy. It's just a thing that everyone's gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we're gonna get into it. In the meantime, let me shout out to the homie Grand Nowness. Yeah, man. Grace and glory to all, yo. So much love. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Isn't it like insane clown posse? Yo, I would love to go to a gathering. Like, oh my gosh. I would love to just go to an insane clown posse gathering. I went to a gathering, a different gathering a couple years ago, but it was like one of those remember like Freeman Fly, shut up Freeman Fly, and it would be like, yo, the gathering, there's no transactional things, there's no money, you got this and that. And I went to one and they broke it up into what they called prisms. And so it was more regional gatherings, not just one big gathering. And man, I'll be honest, man, like some of the cats out there, this is why I always, when I talk, I don't talk to NPCs and stuff. I talk to gurus and I talk to those types that are like, man, I hear what you're saying, but something ain't feeling right on what you're saying. And, you know, my BS detector is very strong. And this channel is all about empowering folks and being your own guru and being your own thing or that, you know, so let's go. Let me share a couple things. We're gonna have a good time, settle in. Man, last night was fun, right, yo? I mean, like last night was fun. Silas crushed, man. And I was just sitting back and listening, you know. And you know, I kept saying, like, dude, I don't want to interrupt, but it's like, man, I gotta chime in. Where do you chime in? Like, where do you I don't want to, you know, how do you elbow your way into the convo? It's just such dopeness. And I don't want to break up the flow of a string of consciousness, but I mean, it's like, man, crushed. Tommy Rogers is awesome. Guys, check out Tommy Rogers' channel. This dude is a real one. He knows everything, right? So, you know, this is a very select. We're not the military, we're the special forces out here. You know what I mean? So everyone that comes through is like incredibly powerful. This is where the homies, I've always said, well, one, it's like, you know, we're on the porch, we're just hanging out. But I've also been like, you ever rock with like cooks? You ever work in like a kitchen or high level cooks and they get off and then all the cooks go to a place at like 2 a.m. and all the cooks, you know, kind of coalesce together? That's what I always felt like the Ronin experience is like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let me play something and then we'll get into some cool decodes and at least how I decode this realm. And again, a lot of the sound is in the symbols are very important when you break it down. That is very dispelling the spells is incredibly powerful in my opinion. So, let's go. Can you believe I'm out here by myself? Is that crazy? I can talk. But let me just share some things and get the synapses flowing, you know what I mean? And yay. Almost home. Chris is, I'm almost home. I'm running all the LA GTA camera lights and facial recognitions. Chris is currently sideswiping. What do they call those cars in LA where they drive Waywos or whatever? Wabo. What do they call Waywos or something? Chris is sideswiping Waywos on his way to get here. So oh yeah. With arrows with straight gold. Yeah. And I'm going to share it tonight because, again, I have some shares of my own related to what they was talking about. And they're awesome as sheesh. And yeah, Tommy, let's go. So let's get into it.
Nothing hits the same no more. And what I mean by nothing, I mean like just everything in general. Family, friends, friendships, holidays, you know, just there's not really a specific category I'm just saying life in general just doesn't hit the same no more. Like, I don't know. I feel like after COVID hit back in 2020, that's when just everything I felt like just went downhill, just with everything in general. I don't know, bro.
Does anybody else feel like they're going insane right now? Your gas prices are going up. Healthcare is unaffordable. Your food prices are ridiculous. 50-year mortgages is a thing. Everything around you is fake. Your food's fake. Poison. Water's poison. Sky's poison. Your e-files people are still among us, ruling over us, knowing what they've done. We're still going to work. Every day, same routine. The burnout, man. I just see it on everybody's faces. You can't talk to nobody. Nobody at work wants to have a conversation about what's going on in the world. And then you go to a gas station or grocery store and you just see people. It's like zombies. It's like everybody's under a spell. Just burnt out, oblivious to what's going on. I mean, every freaking day it's breaking news. It's got to the point where we've taken our kids out and homeschooled them, moved back to our property, learn how to homestead, grow our own food, prepare for the end of the world. We were called crazy for that. I mean, can you not see the signs written on the wall? This thing that we're doing right now, the system that we've lived our whole life, it's unsustainable, people. It's not going to last forever. And we're almost $40 trillion in debt. It's going to be some hard times coming.
Totally. But we know that when you talk about we are almost I'm not in debt. I don't owe 40 trillion to nobody.
And we're going to have to get uncomfortable, and I just hope everybody wakes up to it and gets a little bit ahead before it happens.
Why does everything feel so weird? Ever since 2026, I wake up.
By the way, these are what I say this with love. This is not a bad, sheeple or, regular normies. And I'm not even using that at this moment as like a bad term, but you notice people like quote unquote normies, they don't know the esoteric info that we share and all that, and the deep dives that we share, and all the people listening and everyone in the chat is so deep in like how this realm works. It's funny though to sit here and listen to regular, quote unquote, regular folks start to notice things. It's like, congratulations, catch up, you're late. But this is a very interesting observation, in my opinion, of like cats. And they're going online and sharing this. They're like, what's going on? What am I doing? Why am I working? So let's continue. I just find it interesting. The tipping point is, but anyway, I'll save some of my talk for a bit.
I feel weird. I take a shower. I feel weird. I drive to work in the dark alone. I feel weird. I'm at work. Things feel off. I feel weird. I eat lunch. I try to focus on
Oh, and by the way, to the homie, like when Sabrina Wallace is talking about the OSI model, by the way, that's what I do for a living is OSI models. That's literally, you have to know the OSI model to be a network engineer. And it's so I grasp a lot of the things that she's saying, and literally the OSI model from physical to application, it's TCP/IP, and that's why I'm also share the decentralized Web3 blockchain stuff, because it is a thing, and we'll get into it. But yeah, our bodies and energy are the product. Yes, but we have to resist, and I like to share ways to resist the stuff as much as possible. I have a rant typed out just for this. I typed out a rant, and my notes are usually like 1-word notes, and then I could. But I'm gonna share it. I'm trying to be. I have a congruent string of consciousness set up for tonight that's going to flow into, different topics. So, but you're on it, man. Internet about IoT. Yeah. I don't need my firm. Bro, I remember years ago, man, I went to like an Airbnb and I went to wash clothes, and then the washer dryer thing was like, hold on, we need to update our firmware. It's like, bro, I don't need my fridge. I don't need my fridge spying on me, bro. See ya. I like the old school ice boxes.
Like checking out the news or my computer, and I just feel uneasy. I can't settle in, so to speak. Everything just feels weird. I talk to coworkers, it feels weird. My weekends, I feel weird. I have a hard time falling asleep. I have a hard time waking up. And I don't know what the hell is going on. Is it just...
Oh, and with the OSI, I mean, yeah, it's literally, you have to study this literally, and you have to take a test for you have to pass a certification if you want to be a high level cat like myself, and it's very practical information during troubleshooting of networks, right? So again, not to say how awesome I am, even though I am super awesome. When you're dealing with a lot of cats out here and they're talking digital shit and then blah blah blah, it's like they don't do it. They haven't done it since the 90s, like me. You know what I mean? They read articles and then parrot articles to y'all, and it's like, why? And they have hundreds of thousands of views. It's like, why don't you listen to a cat that uses the OSI model every single day? Has been interested in this whole interwebs thing since the 90s. And then now I'm attempting to share with the esoteric folks and the tribe folks on not only financial privacy, but all the data. It's all related, all the data privacy, all the shit. So your Android, check out my post earlier today. You need to install Graphene OS on your phone and start controlling what data gets sent out. You need to start using privacy coins. You need to start handling your data in a real ass way. You need to get off Windows 11, right? Like I shared a couple years ago, I'm like, yo, get off Windows 11, and some other smarty pants people, right, with these big old words and blah, blah, blah. Like you have over a year to worry about that. Well, I bet they've done nothing now about it, taking zero action. By the way, let me just get into my rant, the rant that I typed out. Yo, most gurus are clueless and have been promoting compliance and obedience for years. They don't have solutions beyond mental acrobatics to justify their compliance and cowardice. And yet their followers love them so much and will follow their lead like the high-minded esoterica slaves that they are. But here at TRE, Trey, we will always and in always resist, pivot, adapt, and look for practical maneuvers to avoid digital enslavement. all the while prospering via material goods, yo. So prior to 1 second death, when that last person who remembers your name will speak of your efforts as truly legendary, it's all about the journey, right, guys? So many talk about these quotes. It's all about the journey and wise sayings to only sound so pious and yet have zero practical exercises, at least resist techno tyranny even a little bit. At the same time, speaking poorly of those who stay vigilant and as gurus and see this experience as merely obstacles to overcome. I see it's the obstacles are the way, right? Obstacles are the way. I wrote that down. Oh my gosh. As the Stoics have said. But bitch ass gurus, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cuss because it's just me tonight. I'm unfiltered. You know what I mean? So, but bitch ass gurus and their followers are so very popular due to enjoying the convenience of their own obedient slavery. And in my opinion, are even more dangerous since these are the ones that's efforts like mine make them so uncomfortable that they will report, beware here, folks, they will report any and all anomalies to their master authorities to bring the safety of order and remove the mirror to rejoin the mental masturbators of so-called decoders that their findings are so very profound and deep. I'm directing this to the ESO folks. You know, if you're a Bible, hey, Sue, the Sue, Dogma, Cosmic Court followers, I bet they haven't done shit. Like these super intelligent people, bet no action. iPhones, you're done. Android, I shared earlier. Google will approve or disapprove certain apps. Have you prepared for that? You got 100 days to prepare for Google to approve or disapprove certain apps that you put on your so-called phone. Is that cool? Like, or do you want to look for ways? I have ways when installing APK packages. I don't need Google Play Store to install apps or approve. I don't need permission, folks. Okay? So operating in silence is my specialty, but folks would rather feel good than take steps to resist. Sheep, no matter the sandals, the lemmings just move out of the way and let them jump off the cliff. A common trope by the most pretend ethereal spiritual woo-woos, real mother effers who are unwilling to yield one's personal sovereignty or autonomy. Insert your favorite term. Never obey pedophile lizards. And we teach the young ones how to empower themselves. Okay? So all these cats out here yapping about nothing with little feathers in their caps to just share at the esoteric water cooler, you know, look how smart I am. Ain't nothing. And that's why, you know, Trey, we get, you know, just how it is. So that's my OSI model talk, bro. Let's see what else. Let's continue. There's plenty of stuff here.
It's me. Does anybody else this year just feel weird? I can't even describe it. I just feel weird. Nothing feels normal anymore. Life doesn't feel normal. Going to the store don't feel normal. Going to work don't feel normal. Watching a movie with your family don't feel normal. Am I normal? Are you normal? What the hell's going on? Everything just feels awkward. and just weird. I don't get it.
What if the reason everything feels fake isn't because you're depressed? What if the environment changed and nobody told you? Like, I really want you to think about it. Like, what if your intuition isn't acting up? What if it's picking up on something that your mind, your conscious mind couldn't fully explain yet? Because listen, people keep saying, I don't feel myself. I don't recognize people anymore. Time feels weird. Nothing excites me the same. And everybody keeps blaming trauma, burnout. What if it's simpler and way scarier? What if the frequency changed? Literally. What if the background signal that we live inside, what if it shifted and the human nervous system hasn't caught up yet? That would explain the anxiety spikes with no trigger. I would explain why your sleep feels off even when you're tired. That will explain why people are disassociating and others are waking up all the way up. Because when a signal changes, the receivers don't all adjust the same. Some people glitch out. Some people start questioning everything. And notice who's struggling the most. People that are glued to their screens. People that are constantly distracted. The people who never freaking sit in silence. Because silence is where you notice the interference. I promise you. And that is why nobody talks about this. Because the moment you sit still long enough to feel it, you can't unfeel it. So if lately you've been craving quiet, nature, solitude, truth, real conversations, if you've been pulling away from the noise instead of chasing it, that's calibration. And before somebody says that's crazy, ask yourself this. When was the last time this many people felt the same unexplainable shift at the same time? Yeah, exactly.
I saw this creator on here say that he's not depressed, but life just doesn't give him satisfaction. I think that's the word he used anymore. Like it just.
We're going to listen to this guy, and I really like what he says. And again, this is just a temperature check of the realm, you know. So, yeah, just jam to it. Hope you guys are digging this. Chris is on his way.
Again, I gotta agree with bro. Like I'm not depressed, but like nothing is doing it for me. You know what I mean? Going to the gym, I do it because it's like brushing my teeth at this point. I go to the gym because I'm supposed to. Like, you know, like I said, like I brush my teeth, like I take a shower. Getting money, of course, I'm still getting to the money or whatever, but like money, I mean, again, I'm getting money because I have to, you know what I mean? Talking to women don't really do it for me anymore. And before I get the gay comments, I still like women, okay? It's just that it does not.
You know, isn't that funny? A common response is, oh, you're not into chicks right now. Oh, you must be gay. Like, there's always these shaming language of someone who's like, yo, I'm not feeling this realm right now. I'm not the energy and all that, and not interested in dealing with other folks' energy as discordant. Is just concordant a word? I think so. Close enough. Not tapping into other cats' messed up energy, and they go, oh, shaming language, you're gay or something, or you're this. It's like, it's very common nowadays, and it's good that this cat is not like falling into that. So for y'all, if you're looking at the inner, you know, now is a good, you know, exponentially moving forward, it is interesting that it's mostly about the inner and grounding and getting your own biorhythm going, as opposed to dealing with the other people like you used to, or maybe desired to, right? That desire is gone in a way because so many people are effed up. Why take on other people's effed up energy baggage? You know, there's enough dirty EMF out there. And these cats are not tapped into nature or grounding. So they're so gone. So it's like the call energetically intrinsically, or like you just feel the call to the wild. I'm not saying like get on a bike and go out into the canyons of Utah with no plan. I'm just saying like the call of something missing. And I think it's really starting with tapping in with nature and disconnecting from all these distractions and noise. And I know I'm saying like, I feel like everyone here already knows this stuff, but it's very interesting, in my opinion, to observe people, regular people, civilians, right? Because we are like, are you a light warrior, right? Remember all that talk, light warrior and this or that. Are you a light warrior or whatever? Then it's interesting to see other non-warriors or whatever. I don't even know if these to start to notice, and not only just notice externally with their eyes and ears, but to feel it internally that something's off. This is just a very interesting, as an observer,
give me any type of excitement like it used to. Like talking to a new girl that used to excite me. Now I'm more so thinking to myself whenever I try to talk to a new woman, it's like, okay, for how long? You know what I mean? Like, how long is this going to last before either she switches up or it just inevitably ends? Like, how long? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can like you for a while, but then what? You know what I mean? Playing games, video games is like, it's cool. Like, I guess, like, whatever. It's not nothing crazy. Watching TV, cool. Movies.
And if you think about, just look at this guy, right? He's not like a nerd necessarily. I mean, he's not a bad looking guy. He's not a, oh, you're in your basement, This is a very capable man talking like this, which is, it's like, in my opinion, the transition is incredibly powerful. And, we're very rare. He's probably 0.111, or excuse me, 0.00001 of, the demographic. And same with me, same with us. I'll speak for myself. Feel like it's not, the tipping point isn't just the 5% and the 95%. I feel like it is 0.0001 of cats that are really tapping in and going. And even if they're not in, maybe this guy hasn't read, Steiner or whoever, or listened to Alan Watts or looked into, I don't even know, Crowley or whatever, trying to figure out astrology or something, he's feeling it, which tells me like he may not have the mind knowledge, but these people are naturally feeling that they need to seek these distractions. These material distractions are not what is valuable or whatever, so you guys get it. Why do I feel like I'm already telling you guys stuff you already know, but hey man, we're in the same place right now, rocking together, and I appreciate y'all.
And for everyone that's going to tell me to go to church, I'm in church so much.
That's another thing, church, right? The book, a book, literally a single book. I used to go to church, and I would go twice on Sunday. I go to Bible study on Wednesdays, right? And it's like, my daughter's mom, we get along, and I talked to her Wednesday. I called her, and she was like, I'm in Bible study. I was like, shoot, my bad. And it made me think, like, you've been a person has been studying a single book in Bible study by a so-called guru, a so-called pastor, the past story, telling you the past stories, right? Occasionally going, here's the Greek word. Oh, the Greek word for love is agape. Oh, it's about the agape love. Okay, you broke down 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 10 words from Greek to English. How could you spend your whole life, dude? Imagine if all of us listening, we all met up twice on Sunday and we all physically met up on Wednesday evenings to discuss super esoteric books. Like, these cats go to these things, these places, and they just talk about the same stuff all the time. They don't even add astrology. Like, if you're a pastor and you're not like, hey, by the way, guys, you may be cool with this or not, but hear me out. There's a lot of astrology that taps into this whole two bulls situation, this whole Taurus situation, right? And by the way, this book ain't 2,000 years old. It was just a couple years old. Well, what about Josephus? One dude that you can't even reckon. All right, you got Josephus. Is there another guy? Nah, just him. Oh, for real? Cool. Don't trust it. See ya. But I mean, it's goofy, made up. It's like reading, a script or whatever. Literally. I found some papyrus. Yo, I found some papyrus in my backyard, yo. Papyrus. Talking about this is basically, anyway, it's like writing on some napkin. Look, it's a proof. I'm a farmer and I just found this. Oh, for real? For real? You just the Hebrew. Oh, Hebrew, ancient. You sure? 1947. We just found the Dead Sea Scrolls. Backs up everything we've been saying. Oh, for real? Oh, the Nagamati or whatever. Oh, he just found it really in the Oh, cool. Cool. Dinosaurs. Oh, when'd you find them? Oh, only in the United States, and just started in the 1800s by only two groups of people. Oh, for real? Cool. Yo, we just went around the moon, slungshot around the room like a drifter, like a Tokyo drifter. Oh, for real? For real. By central casting. Yo, central casting. They still did the hair thing, yo. They still did that. Yo. But not me. Look at me. I'm wearing robes and I'm wearing copper, and look at my my esoteric resume. Oh, but this and that. It's like, you sure, yo? You sure? Y'all sure? Y'all sure? Yeah, and insert whatever topic you want. The Kabbalah, the chaos magic, the Baal and Anunnaki and archons and the Bible, the Islam, the Hindu, the we're gonna get into Baharat and all those things. It's like, well, the whole your chat just reminded me. So Silas was mentioning last night that Armin references Blueprint. And I told Armin, I was like, I'm with you. I just happen to have called it a playbook. He calls it a blueprint. I'll call it a playbook. And why change up the playbook? Because it seems to work. And it works every time. When you're going to conquer the entire realm, you break out the blueprint. You go, this is what's next. Lie about everything and also run similar previous stories that people seem to gravitate towards and be into. Yeah, 47. Oh, I thought it was earlier than. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, yo? I thought the Nagamati was found in, maybe it was a different book. I thought it was like in the early 1900, like 10 or something. But yo, see what I'm saying? Oh, 1947. We found the Dead Sea Scrolls. We found the Nag Hammadi. We found what else? What are the other? They found other stuff, right? Oh my! Here you go. And then you look in the Quran. The Quran is an interesting word. Quran, Quora. Which, all right. So you go. The Quran's never been changed. But if you look into it, not the rabbi, what do they call them people? Imams or whatever. They go, yeah, we changed it in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. I thought it was unchangeable. Oh, yeah, but like we tweaked it a bit. Oh, for real? 50 years ago? 80 years ago? For real? And you want to sit around here and listen to all these. Hold on, let me drink some water. All these people talk about their decodes, but it's based on the source info of some daggone paper, some like paper towels written on a crayon stuck under a rock going, look what I found. Bro, it's a crime scene. The whole realm is a crime scene. And that 1947's of just happening, that's a bunch of cops going, that's like Dave Chappelle going, just sprinkle some crack on it. Sprinkle some crack on it. That's sprinkle some papyrus. Fuck your papyrus, yo. 19 is the code. And yeah, do they talk about some truth? Sure, but that's how you lie. The duper's delight, the smiling. Chris is here. It's like even that one guy in, remember Lahaina in Hawaii, it burned down? And they asked the guy in charge of water, they were like, dude, why aren't you, what you doing with the water, yo? This shit's burning down in Maui. And he smiled with the duper's delight. It was like, oh, it's about water equity. And you could tell super sugar in his tank. It's like, don't you think everyone being on fire could use a bit of some of that water equity? But that's that shit, man. These cats. So, one last thing. And Chris is here, but one last thing. I mentioned this before, but I was in a crypto chat with a homie that I've known for like 4, 5, 6 years now. He's cool, but his people that were there were literally typed like, looks like we got a money launderer here talking about me. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you think paying extortion is a virtue? Oh, wow. By the way, this is a money laundering channel, so that's what's up. Chris, cut that out later, but yo, Chris, Minor. What's going on, man?
Just just trying to get on for a while, man. I was everything was trying to stop me. All these errors and glitches are going on.
Yeah. Did you get how many tickets did you get?
None. Thankfully.
None? All right, cool.
Not today.
And I've had a cough since yesterday. Something's going on.
Gotta take some Unca or whatever the hell it's called.
Unca?
It's like an herbal chew.
I mean, I got the elderberry. I used to have
same type of thing.
What's going on, man? What else is going on? I just fired this up. I still got a lot of jibber jabber to talk about to get off my proverbial chest.
Are you gonna do that whole presentation you had prepared for yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I got it. It's lined up.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's just me. I gotta yell at first and then settle in.
I feel you.
And then we were talking earlier, we're going to take over AM radio and take over ham radio and pirate radio.
I think that's what we should do. I think this should be a radio station type of channel. We allow people to call in. Come on. We have a radio station website. We eventually hijack AM radio. one of those empty stations because half of it's empty anyways.
What do you think about that Max Headroom story in the beginning?
I might have missed that story, but I know the Max Headroom story, like the old Max Headroom story.
Yeah, like the TV show, but the reason the TV show was made?
Wasn't it because of the didn't someone like hijack a news?
Yes.
Yeah, a news story. Like it was some sort of reporting was going on, and some dude in his basement or something with a mask hijacked it, right?
Yeah, he hijacked an old like World War II whatever system and was able to hack it. But like, dude, what if the Ronin experience we were able to do something like Max Headroom style? We found the right frequency and we just tapped into it and was like, we're taking over all controls.
I mean, that would be awesome.
And we talk for a bunch and they can't figure out a way to turn it off.
I thought they never found out who that guy even was, but
They
I guess
never
they
did.
Oh, they
He
never
never
did,
got in
right?
trouble.
It's kind of creepy, that mask guy. Wasn't he using a mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real creepy.
But when you're an old school decoder programmer, you're like already half weird anyway, in an interesting way. I'm not even saying that as like a bad way. So wearing some weird mask and going on and just talking and going, because man, I'm telling you, devs and programmers and those who know how to make applications and things, typically have a very rebellious spirit. You know, if you could get them on your team and guide their capabilities, you got a powerful squad going on that can actually do things.
By the way, am I loud enough?
I think so.
I just realized my mic was way turned down before. My bad. Yeah, no, it should be better now.
Okay.
Yo, well, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of that guy? That guy, yeah, you're totally good.
Chris, you're always modulate. Modulates. I'm not trying to mod-splain for you, bro, but I know you modulate a lot.
I was gonna ask you what you thought about that guy Monograph.
What do you mean?
Isn't he like he claimed he was like a older guy? Said he was like I guess a coder back in the day, or still is a coder. I don't know if you know anything about him.
And his name's Monograph?
Yeah, he runs the October Rains channel.
Does he sit behind like a drywall and it's always like seems dark and with like a
He used to have his camera sideways on him, but he does a lot of like numerical decodes and whatnot.
That guy, Chris, if I'm thinking about the same dude, I used to watch him years ago, and then he would do this thing, Chris, and which is what we should do, which we'll do tonight. He'd be pretending to be so paranoid. He's like, "This is my last broadcast. I'm cutting out now because this is the end right now." And this is like 4 years ago. This is like a few years ago, and then he comes back within 12 hours, and he's like, "Hey guys, so tonight is our the internet bodies and all that." It's like he seems one of those internet wackos to me. But I feel like I'm familiar with him, Chris. I hope I'm thinking about the same person.
You might be. I don't really watch him much anymore. I used to watch him a little bit during the lockdown days and stuff. He's an older guy, but his stuff can be a little bit for like an older crowd too sometimes.
But Chris, that's also me 20 years from now.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, seems like a nice guy. I've never talked to him personally.
Yeah, but you got to determine if there's an agent that is intentionally misguiding folks, or those that are just themselves already slightly misguided and their intentions are good, but
I think he tries to be sincere, but I don't really know much about him. That's why I just wanted to know how much if you knew anything about him.
This was a long time ago. I used to watch that dude. I think
he has like glasses, wears suspenders a lot.
Yeah, and it hits the conspiracy tingle that one sometimes used to maybe desired. he hits the conspiracy tingle.
Maybe, yeah. I don't
You know,
know. I don't know because he's not as. It's not like a. It's more just like he just does like live shows now, so he just kind of just talking.
Yeah, send them to me because the name Monty rings a bell, and
I know the October Rains thing was like a bunch of different people at once, right?
the
Like,
cats call dates, Chris, and then they go, "Oh, April, this is gonna happen," and you're like, and it never happens. They never address it.
yeah, now he will always
Date
say
callers
he'll
are the
always
problem.
he'll always say I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it might. Which I mean, I'd probably say the same thing.
Bro, I mean, you got cats out here in they think they're high-minded like crypto decoders, and they'd be like, I decoded the Super Bowl 4 years ago. It's like, okay, so what? What does that actually mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I still wouldn't want to get on. I know that monograph guy could definitely, if he wanted to, find out my information at least. And that's why I'm like, I have respect for whatever he can do programming wise.
Chris, I've been trying to pull you to my side. He can't do that to me. I can tell you that.
I don't think he will want to. I'm just saying I'm saying I have no reason to talk. We both have no reason to talk shit about him because we both don't know.
I found people online that have stole money. They stole.
Yeah,
money.
see, he's done that stuff too. That's why I thought you might know him. But I guess it just might be a general. You do know him, don't you?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know him like personally,
but you know who he is. Yeah.
Yes. That's a weird blast from the past. Man, if we just talked about all the like content creators over the years, man, David Icke is still around, which is funny because he's been around for evs.
I know. But what else are you gonna do?
There was another guy I used to listen to, but I got away from him because 20 years ago, I didn't like people talk. I liked people saying powerful things, exposing bloodlines and lizards and, all the people in charge are them. And then, but they would put this spooky music behind them. I'm like, dude, you don't need the info was spooky enough. Like, just run, But I used to look like Nordstrom or something. I don't even remember. It was funny. Let me play a quick clip, Chris.
Go ahead, brother.
This is about Vikings. If you want to know like how Vikings think, this is about Vikings, okay? It's historic. We're getting into the history right now. Okay.
It's not like we have the same uniforms. I don't know. I recognize our guys, I think. You recognize 20,000 men? Yeah. Yeah, what about this? Did you just kill this guy? Did I just kill this guy? No. No, good. Because that's Gisle, a childhood buddy. One of the guys. We're a group of close-knit childhood friends who go on trips and hang out on other occasions during the year. Yule dinners and stuff like that. Someone slices his cock too. Who would do such a thing? How do you know?
So just sharing some Viking, history.
That was good.
All right. Here we go. Hold on. There's Silas. Hold on. I got stuff lined up. Silas, but bear with me 1 second. South Africa is going wild. South Africa is taking your crypto. So that's why privacy is so important. South Africa is literally going, hey, if you got crypto, we want it. And we're going to find it. And they can, because it's a public, transparent blockchain. You go, well, this blockchain, I don't want nothing to do with this. Y'all are going there. It's happening. And it'd be better to be a wizard than like an Igor type. Just do, So let me play another clip. This is where I might ask Anyway, let me just play this.
I have a friend that has like hundreds of billions of dollars and
Hundreds of billions?
hundreds of billions. Like one of the,
I have one too.
and I'm pretty close with him. We were having dinner and I was like, I'm feeling confident. I was like, give me one. He's like, what? I was like, give me one.
1
He's
billion.
And he's like, give me 1 billion. And he's like, motherfucker, I don't need it. Like, I'm not gonna go buy cars and houses. He's like, what do you want to do with that? Dave, I don't know if you know how money works. You don't just go up to someone and ask them for $1 billion. I go, motherfucker, I just did. And he's like, well, do you have a plan? Are you gonna show me charts and graphs? And I was like, no, it's all gonna be instinct. I will take that 1 billion. And he's like, dude, you gotta come to me with, like, I'm not saying no, and I promise you I will change the planet with that money. Like, I'm gonna do shit that. And then he was like, he didn't say no, but he was thinking it over, and he's like, dude, there's no way like my money guys are gonna do this. And then I sat there and I thought about it, because money is power. I was like, dude, I don't want $1 billion. I have a friend.
So anyway, yeah, dude, I want to just ask someone that I know for like a lot of money. And what's funny with that, he was like, afterwards, he's like, I don't want $1 billion. It's like, yeah, well, that's because he said no. It was like,
And that's why he didn't get it.
That's why he didn't get it. Bro, what's the richest person you know, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I know a couple. I don't know how
rich are we talking? What scale are we talking?
I doubt not billions, but millions, I'm sure. But not like, I don't know them well or anything like that. Like, I know their kids. I know families, like the Lombardi family was a bunch of kids in my town who I was friends with. There's like 2 of them for a long time. One of them throughout college. They had a lot of money. My one buddy who I was really good friends with when I was younger, Ruslan from Russia. His dad's like a hockey coach in Russia, and they're like millions, I would say, millionaires.
Yeah. You know what always made me, like, I never got it, Chris, when it was like, I'd be like, hey, I have like some mental target numbers, and one is $1 million. The first one was 50,000, then 100,000, and then the next was $1 million. And anyone would be like, if you talk about that to anybody, they'd be like, $1 million isn't what it used to be. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, shush up, dude. Give me $1 million.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not a lot.
It is, but Chris,
for us it is.
For us it is, and being content, but also it's a beautiful cushion to have. And
yeah, if you have that in the bank, it's a different story on top of making other money.
Like, let's just say you had $1 million right now, Chris, and it's in the bank, and you're still living your same lifestyle. You'd probably feel way more.
Yeah, no, that changes everything.
Chill. Yeah, you're still in the same apartment. You got the girl, you got the same car, but you go, dude, I got $1 million in the bank just in case. I'm not saying you need to go upgrade everything right away.
Well, you could invest then and start making money by doing other things. You have time to build something if you want to.
Yeah, you're a paper millionaire, so you don't want to be a paper tiger. But bro, you give me $1 million, I'll turn a paper tiger into a dragon.
Yeah, most are with the price of house. Like, I could even say that about my parents at this point.
But you can't sell nothing right now. You'd be like, yo, I bought this house in 2019 for $200,000, and now it's 2026 and it's $600,000. You go, I'm selling it for $600,000. You're like, cool, put it on there. No one's calling. You go,
yeah, exactly.
Reduce the price. It's $575. But yo, if I'd come through and go, no. You bought it for $200,000 in 2019. Okay, I'll give you 260. You made $60K since then. That's it. Take it or leave it. And they go, no, thank you. We'll wait for other offers, and no offers ever come for years and years and years and years. Yeah, paper tigers, man. But the game, at least here in the U.S., in a goofy way, they assess things in a high way so they can extort you and take, you know, the oligarchs can take grift and extort you and take your land, you know, take your money. So
Yeah, it's totally different when you're talking about assets versus just having that cash. Yeah, Mysterioso, didn't you say you got a new mic?
Huh?
I think Mysterioso got a new mic. Remember when he was going to come on the show the one time?
Oh, yo, let's share the thing, yo.
Do you want to come on, Rioso?
I hope I didn't hurt his feelings last time. I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
Let's see if the link. I'll send it to you on.
Yeah, here you go. No, I got it right here. Anyone else is welcome. Oh, bro. I forgot to. I love the way these chats. Oh, I keep forgetting to put them on the screen. I think chats on the screen are good.
I do too.
Tall or wide?
Wide, so you don't want to block me, you know.
Yeah. That's the moneymaker, dude. Let me play an idea. This is a free flow, Chris. This is super free flow, you know.
Yeah.
Tonight, the show in general. But
True.
listen to this. This is like 4 minutes long. It's long, but it's good. And then I'll just keep going, whatever tabs that I have.
Everyone out there that's listening who hates their job, and some people, they have a dream job and they even hate their dream job. I feel like that sometimes. I'll be honest with you. If you hate your job and you hate your life, pretend today. Pretend that you love it. Love bomb the shit out of yourself. Love.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Did it freeze?
Oh, it'd be great if I unmuted my mic. Everyone, Mr. Rioso has joined us, and he is a very powerful being with lots of amazing wisdom to share. Mr. Rioso, Chris, I had my mic muted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured that when when I saw the mute symbol next to your name.
The first time is always the best time. It's like, oh, he's coming back.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Mr. Rioso, man, I want to talk to him about all kinds of stuff.
It's that Australian connection.
Is this a problem with the OSI model in Australia? Dude, sharks eat y'all underground cables, man. They eat your underground cables. That's how, the internet works. Underground cables, dude.
They might just not have installed them,
No, they did. And sharks literally have been eating them. I'm not even being silly.
No, I believe you.
So how do you get the internet? Because it's not over tether balloons or whatever, satellite balloons. It's because the latency is too hardcore.
But what are the people who have Starlink using? Ground satellite?
Eventually, it's hitting a ground satellite, yes. But you can go from like when I was working with the military UAPs, it'd be okay, here's how it comes out, right? Oops.
Damn.
You're in UAP is in a hangar. It's a metal hangar, right? And then the local person comes with a remote control and kind of drives it out of the hangar. Okay. And then that local person on the ground with a joystick looking at it, launches it like a plane, right? Takes it out into the plane and then hands it over to someone else's control in like Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas or, several other places in the US.
You mean a UAV?
Yes. UAV, UAP, Predator, all those things, right? All the agencies and all the
So they do hand them off, huh?
Yeah. And then so a pilot on a joystick is, in say Las Vegas and goes, okay, he's using the cameras on the thing to navigate. He'll even turn it and make sure, the missiles didn't fall off. They look good. Everything did a check. And so how that communication happens is the drone thing talks to a SATA balloon. The SATA balloon eventually points to a ground station, Ramstein Air Force Base, which is where I worked, which is where every single communication from down range went to, just saying. And then once it hit Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, then it would go cables across Europe and then across the transatlantic cables, and then to, again, like I said, like Nellis or Air Force Base or some other agency of some kind. You know what I mean? That's how it worked. I worked there, folks. So if you're going to listen to somebody, listen to someone that has worked in these places and touched buttons themselves. So that's how that works. So Starlink may work in a similar way. Maybe it goes drone to drone to drone and eventually ground station. That could work, but the latency is going to be crazy, and you can't get past the physics of it. For all the physics lovers, you can't get past every time you hit a hop. And by the way, satellites have two different communication things. One is literally transmit, and a separate one is receive. So it's not this like magical bundled things go omnidirectional. No. Satellites have a transmit and they have another channel that's a receive. And all the SATCOM folks, they satellites stay in your footprint, which is why they're tethered balloons. They're not magical low or Earth orbit, which is dumb. Even for the most brainiacs, you can't draw that up on the chalkboard and say that makes sense. No.
What if it was low Earth solar powered motors, like engines?
But you still can't however you power it, you still can't sit in a sweet spot on a spinning ball.
Aren't they always moving anyways?
They sit around they go around in little circles around their footprint. So if you're on top of Germany, you're sticking on top of Germany and you're going a little bit. That's why the SATCOM ground devices stations lock. They lock to them, and they'll take care of that azimuth and elevation, and it'll lock while it does its little spin because it's a balloon tethered. It's tethered to the ground.
I thought it was weird. John Levy or Levi, whatever his name is, the one who does the ancient architecture type stuff.
I'm off and on with him, but I like him and not like him, but also like him again, and then not like him, and then I like him again.
He had a video I came across a while back where he was showing what was supposed to be Starlink, but he was like, he knew the distance like that they were going, and he was like, he did like the calculations for the distance that they traversed, and he was like, it's impossible. He doesn't understand. He didn't understand what the hell he was looking at that point. He thought it was maybe like plasma or something, because it would have to be. He said it would have been going like over 4,000 miles an hour.
Dude, I saw the self-prescribed Skylink from my front yard porch.
Oh, I've seen it too, but I never did like I know that's 100, that I could see 50 miles to the horizon, 50 miles to the opposite. Like he can't.
Oh, well, these guys were close. They were all lit up in a line. So imagine I'm just sitting on my porch and I see 18 lights in a line going across. And then I see them, I look at them, I think about them, and then all the lights turn off. I go, cool. Now, with my research, I already looked into the official brochure, and it said the reason you'll see the lights is because it's reflecting from the sun. And I go, okay. So you're saying, and when they all turned off.
So why have I seen them at night?
Exactly. So when they all turn off, they were at a particular elevation where when I just happened to look at them and think about them, that the earth just happened to get in the way between them and the sun on its pear-shaped thing. It's like, that's your response, Chris, is well-founded. It's dumb.
Yeah,
So
it's
there's something else going on.
That's dumb, because I've seen them many times at night, low, like pretty low.
My stuff was low. What I'm talking about was pretty darn low. It wasn't a billion miles in the sky like a really high plane. It was right there. So they lying, dude. They're doing that Sabrina Wallace shit on us.
And my buddy Steve actually sent me one once of them just flying like right over his head. They were super low. And they were lit up.
Let's dance. Yeah, dude. Chris, then again, at the end of the day, let's just dance. Am I right?
Yeah. Is Mysterioso in the background or no?
No.
He said he was hung up. It was like hanging on him when he was on the website.
I want him in here, but
I told him to turn off because he asked if he should turn off.
Kangaroo Net, bro. So we were talking about how the internet works, and he's on literal Kangaroo Net. They're just passing pouch to pouch. Dude, if you were to dance right now and you were, let's say you were going off, right? Let's say you were Emily Moyer. By the way, Emily Moyer doesn't go to dance clubs. I think she's going to late night kumites, like illegal kumites in LA. What do you think, Chris? She's going to dance clubs or kumites?
Well, she was, what's it called, scene? The underground, like the warehouse parties.
Yeah, but I don't think they were. I think they were fight clubs. And she got the text, okay, 30 minutes before the place opens, you get a text to the location. And that's what she was into. I don't think it's just about breaking.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, here, look at this. Look at this. I just sent you a video to your Telegram of
Telegram. All right, let me play this while I find that.
Someone sent me this version of Starlink.
Raiders.
Yeah, Mysterioso's website isn't working. It's like it's freezing up on him. But let me make sure he's in Chrome or something like that.
Does he have what are those other creatures called there? Wallabies? No. They're like big
kangaroos.
No, but kangaroos, but they the other ones, the smaller ones, but they're like the size of dogs. I've seen them. I didn't want to touch them because I knew they had syphilis, and I don't want to get syphilis and have to explain that to my future Brazilian Viking wife that we're going to procreate with.
It's horrible. Yeah. I hope you get well.
Wallabies. Oh, bro. Yeah, if I don't want syphilis, bro. I'm trying to make future warriors that free the realm on their hero journey that are lightning capable, like Thor style.
Absolutely.
Let's play this.
Love bomb the shit out of your career. Love bomb the things you hate. Oh, I hate my job. Then meet the hatred with absolute love so that it's so blinding and bright that it's overpowering.
Oh, well, you don't know, Dave, because my job is you sleep for 10 seconds before the show, but I sleep all day. I gotta clean my airbrushes.
Just for today, do a masterpiece. Oh, dark to light, cross-hatching, and show up to the job that you hate today and pretend like you love it, that it's the dream job, and see how, at the end of the day, that affects you and the people around you, and the customers, and your boss, and everybody around. Pretend. Wow, something was off with Tommy today. He was like dancing with his brush. He was doing some chin chimney roo shit. Now I'm on the boat. Now I'm doing some of this shit. Have fun, be creative. Fall in love with the thing you hate today. The fun part of my job is this. This is the fun part. The part that I hate is the stretching the canvas and the emails and the write a letter. Tell the people in your orbit, your life, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss, how you made them feel, how they make you feel. Write them a letter. Write them a little note. It doesn't have to be a 10-page letter. It could be on a stick-it pad. And you go, hey, when you said that nice thing about me today, or when you said that inspirational thing today, it made me feel good. And give it to them. Give them their flowers today. Do something special and unique just for them. Go, hey, boss, I really appreciate you giving me this job when you could have given it to 100 other people. Thank you for that. Oh, Tommy, you don't need to do that. You already think. No, but I just want to thank you again. I appreciate you. Tell them today, right now. Oh, I'm going to text it to them. I'm going to call. Call is fine. Text is fine. But IRL is better. And drawing or a piece of paper is even better. Okay? Or all three. My boss at one of my jobs once was trying to teach me a lesson. And he said, hey, Dave. And I said, yeah. Hey, Dave, come in here for a second. Boss, I got to clean this. He goes, no, come in here. I want to tell you something. I said, okay, boss, I'm coming in. You want to know something? What is that, boss? And my jefe told me, a human being in a city, a major metropolitan city. Go with me. You wake up, you have no clothes, you're butt naked, and you don't have anybody. You don't have friends, family, anything. In that scenario, a human being will do three things. Beg, they'll just immediately go out and say, please give me money, give me food, give me shelter. Or your personality is not a beggar. I don't ask people for shit. And in that scenario, you'll steal. You'll go and you'll steal clothes, you'll steal food, you'll steal shelter. And number three, because you have nothing to sell and nothing to give except for your own body, you sell your own body. So you will sell your body, you will beg, or you'll steal. That's all the three options that you have. And he said, which one are you? Well, I'm a whore, and I'm telling you, getting on my hands and knees today, and I'm begging you, I'm begging you to steal from me today. I'm begging you to go through all my social media, all my content, all my TV shows, all my movies, all my art, and I want you to steal everything. I want you to steal my techniques. I want you to steal things that I've said and not credit me and sound like you came up with it yourself. Because guess what? I do that all day. I say stuff all day that my therapist says to me, and I pretend like I came up with it. I'm dumb. I don't need to be credited. I don't care about credited. I don't need that validation. I don't need that approval. I don't need that, hey, I learned this thing. Sometimes I need it a little bit. Sometimes it helps. Anyways, I'm begging you today to steal from me. And I want you to steal from me to make your life better, to improve your life. I want you to take all my sayings. You believe in yourself. My quotes, my techniques, all of it, and I'm giving it to you open source. I'm open source Dave I. Okay? Everyone.
Yeah.
Yo,
So-
share the link for that in the chat for Deborah.
Well, I was saying hold on. That's me. If you guys want to know what I look like, and that's my AI. That's me in AI Korean. You know what I mean? That is totally me right now. But you want to share? I'll share it. It's David Cho.
Yeah, someone asked.
Hold on.
Deborah asked.
Hold on. I'm gonna share. Hold on. Copy. I have Mr. Rioso to introduce. You have me share stuff. All right, There you go, David Cho. By the way, here comes Mr. Rioso.
Let's see.
Mr.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Hey, I can hear you, dude.
Finally. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, good, man.
Nice. What time is it out by you?
12:15, Sunday.
Oh man.
Whoa, not that bad. On a Sunday. Oh, you mean like noon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chris, it's noon over there.
It's wild. Got a lot of buzz.
Where in OZ are you at, bro?
Victoria.
Is that like Brisbane? I know Brisbane.
No. Victoria in the south.
In the south.
Melbourne. 300k from Melbourne.
Yeah, man. So how you doing, dude? What is there anything in your heart and spirit that you just feel you got to tell cats? Like, yo, I've heard a bunch of people talking. Let me share with everyone how things really are.
That's going a bit deep.
Yeah, let's go deep. What do you think? What's going on with this realm nowadays? What should people know? Like, bro, I those earlier vids I shared tonight, I'm like, nothing hits the same. I don't really have friends, and nor do I want really friends like that. But like, what's going on with this realm, bro? What are we doing?
Yes,
Is it
we're in
astrological?
a transition, aren't we? We're coming to the close. Hence why, all the pressure is just the way I see it, is the bursting those bubbles of belief. We can't hold on to false paradigms, false ideas, false beliefs. So it's all being pushed, to create the pressure to create more of a self-reflective consciousness, which is where people need to, look within, discover what we're all about, where we're going next.
Yes, please continue. I mean, you have people listening, including myself. Even myself, mostly myself. I'm like, bro, what's today? I have to follow this 7-day business calendar. Tomorrow's Sunday. I get to enjoy that also. I have the anxiety of Monday, Moon Day, Daemon, Gnosis, and have to do that and earn all this transactional materialistic stuff. At the same time, I'm dealing with my own the energy transitions here where I feel like I should spend most of my day grounding and all that, but I gotta earn. Like, what do you have to say to someone that's in that similar situation?
You gotta realize it's just your conditioned self, and again, it's kind of where we're born into, the culture, the family, the dynamics. It's all conditioned. We appropriate beliefs through the conditions of where we're from.
Is it because of the conditioning is scarcity mentality?
It's just what we develop as a personality, how we understand the reality within, and yet we unconsciously take on the beliefs of others, or the culture, when really that's not who we are, genuinely, authentically. And so trying to let go of those conditions so you can perceive a deeper part of the self. So it's like we got to uncover who we really are and be more authentic with our experience, and stop taking on the bullshit that's the scripts that are playing out. You can either participate in it by focusing your attention on it, or focus your attention on yourself and start to unpack, or take away the unconscious beliefs you've collected as you've been traveling.
Oof. Yes. I mean, cleaning out the mental mansion. I mean, dude, I've been trying to go through all the rooms in my mental mansion, and if I invited you over, it'd be like, don't go in that room. Okay, so those rooms down the hallway of my mental mansion, I'm like, I'm going in, I'm cleaning up the spider webs and the skeletons, and it is incredibly no matter how quote unquote aware one think they are, at least I'll speak for myself, there's so much more. And it's, yes, what is my nature versus nurture? What's the nurture aspect, and how do I pull the roots out of that and clean that out and go my whole 100% source, etc. Someone tell me to relax. I might need to relax. I don't know. Ronin, relax. We've all been to thought and mind filled. Yeah, to thought and mind filled. The squirrel mind, totally.
Which one's is that Rioso's mic or your mic, Ronin?
That's Rioso's mic.
Okay.
My mic is American, and we're building the ballroom, and so my mic is about freedom. Because no, I'm just joking. No, that sounds
Oh wait, let's hear you now.
Does it sound better?
Oh, way better.
way better.
Thank God.
So
No, it's
Armin
just a-
was right in his.
Oh, but no.
No, that's not good.
What the heck? What has happened? That's so weird. It's
There you
like
go. That's good. Now that's good.
no, it's still there now.
We're modulating.
Freedom.
But let me just finish Deborah's comment. Armoon was right in his Substack to me, to that saying being a timeless being is more valuable than all this worldly sheesh. Being a timeless being. Yeah, relax. I'm relaxed. I'm really not invested in this realm like that. You know, if I'm being honest, you know, I talk about material things only because, well, I'm here. You know, I might as well keep my video game score up on that level. Why not? You know, so, but no, I'm definitely, but to check that Armoon thing, what's shortstop saying? Deb, I think my phone will blow up. It definitely will. Freedom. Shout out Sick Mosh. Guys, Sick Mosh has been having drums. No, Mr. Rielso, you still have that buzzing going on.
Yes, it's loud.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I can hear you, but you just have a background buzzing. And
Maybe if he mutes unless he talks.
Maybe
all right, well, Mr. Rielso, can you mute when you're not talking? We're gonna play. He's DJing now. Now he's gonna DJ for us. Sick Mosh has been dealing with drama with some of his homies, and I told the cats, it's like I got three dads fighting. My three dads fighting, yo. The only good news is I get 3 Christmases. But Sick Mosh is one of those cats, and I would take him in a foxhole, no problem. And we're gonna stand our ground. And he's about that life. But the problem is there's beef with other real ones. I hate it when you're friends with someone and then you're friends with someone else, but those two don't like each other. It's never a good time. You're so cool, Ronin. Thanks, man. I'm all about trying to stay cool.
What were you gonna present, Ronan? Where's your ancient Egypt stuff?
Okay.
I think it's time.
Well, we had Silas. Hold on. Boom, part 3. Okay. You want to get into this? Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this, for your whole situation to be shattered. Before we get into the meat, we got to get into the name of America. Tamari, Egypt. Tamari is America. Take the T away. America. America is Egypt, folks. Let's go.
Oh, whatever that means. There were other descriptive names of Egypt, such as Ta'ankh, meaning the land of flood and fertile soil. Kemet, fertile soil. Black soil. You know we have black and fertile soil here in America, very abundantly, meaning the black soil. Nahet, meaning land of sycamore tree, and Mizr, the safe and civilized country. And now we're in this book. It's called A Book of the Beginnings by Gerald Massey. And it says here, according to Aulus Gellius Diodorus, Egypt was named Area, the Egyptian Aur, later ARRR. But look at this, area. Just add an M between the A and the E. What do you get? Ameria, right? Ameria, area. All right. The Egyptian R, later ARRR, in the name of the river Hebrew ER. Area is the land of the river, possibly with the further meaning of the pure, as IA means to wash, whiten, purify. Another name of Egypt is Tamari. Again, another name of Egypt is Tamari. Again, Tamarikan, Tamarik, the Tamariqua, Tamari, Tamarikans. Ta is to drop.
Let's go. Yo, Ta is to drop. I said Ta is land, right? And Na is to like give land. So this is Ta. So when you think of like Montana, oh, Mr. Royce dropping. when you think of other examples like Montana, and then you have South America, right? Mary. Here, Egypt, to marry, which later you'll hear about other writings about Tamari going, Egypt is definitely known as Tamari, but not much is known about the word Tamari. It's like, oh, for real? So Mu, anyway. Mr. Rioso, how you doing, man? You came back. You good? Cedar trees all day. They ain't got cedar trees over there, Tommy, like us. Like in this land, he's in and out. Mr. Rioso's in and out. Mr. Rioso, mic check, brother. Mic check. Mic.
Hello.
Yes.
Better?
Slightly.
I don't hear the buzzing.
Not as bad as it was.
Yeah, I think it's my computer, but the mic's away from the computer. So.
Ooh, right now you sound great.
Yeah, that's better. That's way better.
I just tried changing the browser, but
oh damn it! There it is again.
I don't hear the buzz.
Yeah, no, it's
yes, I hear it. What causes it?
I have no idea. I don't really know Australian computers, you know.
You know, between you, Chris, and one of my coworkers who is also a musician, and he joins our meetings. You guys have such complex sounds. It's like, bro, I just do a little webcam and y'all can hear me. And everyone else has like channels and.
Hey, mine sounds solid though. Yeah, when it works.
Don't ask Goo. You can ask Claude, and that'll take over your world.
What the?
All right, let me continue with. Is this interesting, Chris, or what?
So, on I just searched for some reason Tamerica. Says refers to a nation known for its advanced technology and high taxes, primarily inhabited by citizens of African ethnicity who practice Norse religion. What?
Get them. Yo, Chris, look at this line down here at the bottom. It says, listen to this. Egypt is also designated the land of the eye of the cow. Shedding an emblematic tear was a type of ta-ing. So, again, America's Egypt because Tamari, and we're going to get there with that. But also, it also means there's some representative here of the eye of a cow shedding an emblematic tear was a type of ta-ing as a verb. Right? I found that somewhat interesting.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
See, he got Cybernation fandom.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like a weird fake. I don't know if it's fake. It says seems like it's like a
astroturfing, yo. That's astroturfing, dude.
Strange, right?
Yeah. When you try to look up something that's real, they're gonna astroturf it with other pretendness.
But what is this from? Like, what is this for? It doesn't even say.
Well, you know, I love the Conan. Oh, bro, today I just watched the origins of the Thundercats. The Amun-Ra, bad guy, villain, mummy guy from the Thundercats. And he has amazing origin story that just came out recently. But yeah, let's listen to this for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to take us to the Tribe of Dan, yo. The Tribe of Dan is going to get y'all. This is a predecessor, the primer to that. Okay?
Let's do it.
All right.
Heap, deposit, type. Mary is the inundation. Tamari is land thus deposited. The vulgar English tuta is a child's word, and it means to deposit soil. Also, Tamari reads the gift of inundation, the gift of the goddess Mary. The goddess Mary, or Mary, who had dual form as Mary Res, south, and Mehi, north. Egypt is also designated the land of the eye. All right, so that's interesting. So Mary Rest, South. What are we talking about? South America. And Mary, Mexico, Meri, North America. All right, now we're going to read from the Zondervan Encyclopedia of the Bible, Volume 2. All right, a lot of you know about this Bible. And it says here, names of Egypt. The ancient Egyptians had several terms for their homeland. Kemet, the Black Land, as opposed.
Okay, so Kamat is black soil. We have that that's Memphis. That's the Mississippi in Memphis. And then you have Missouri, not St. Louis, Missouri. Miser is an Arabic word. And it's also a Swahili word. And it means, what is it? Something, I think it also means land or something. I can't recall off the top of my head. But this is an Islamic word, Missouri. M-Z-R or M-I-Z-R. And Arabic and Islam is from America, and it is incredibly old, not based on these papyruses, and it is based on a female goddess. And there's stone effigies related to this female goddess, and there are zilcho stone effigies related to anything else Islam, related to any male deity of some kind. It's the three sisters. It's a common theme among the three sisters. So that's where Islam originates, and Islam originates from, you guessed it, America. Look into it, folks. And here we are looking into it right now. 1947. It's funny. I just saw that date.
Close to the desert, the Red Land. Tawi, the two lands, Upper and Lower Egypt. And Tamari, again, and Tamari, Tamari, a term of uncertain meaning. They don't know what it means. They're telling you that. But you know what? We all know what it means. It means Tamari.
Okay, coming up is incredibly important with this, word connecting, etymology, sound, symbols, etc. Haiku Pita, Utah this is a very important thing.
Ka, the beloved land of the priest king Khans. The English name.
Why do you guys think I've been saying Cairo Key for the Cherokee, Cairo Key for the last several years? No one responds. Everyone sticks their little nose up to me because they don't get what's for real. And all the cats out there don't know nothing about none.
In Egypt derives from Greek Aegyptos, which in turn derives from Egyptian, and it says here, Pata, mention of the Ka spirit of the god Pita or house of Pita, a name for Memphis, the ancient capital. All right. This term, already attested in the Armana letters of the 14th century BC as Hikupta, shows the use of a city named for the land. Conversely, the Arabic name of the land, Mazar or Mizr.
This is the next Twahu de Danan. This is who I have lined up next. And yes, just to let you know, what I'm sharing right now, Kelly, is a predecessor to what you're mentioning, but seen in a very different situation than most have heard about it. This is a dogma free zone. You know what I mean, folks?
Also stands for Cairo, successor to Memphis. All right. So they're telling you that they had many names, but one of them was Tamari. Again, Tamari, which they don't know what it means. That's why they don't teach us about this. But they know, those in the elite circles, right, what Tamari is and where it was. All right, so we went through a lot of references, right, referring to Egypt as Tamari. This is one of them. It's called an Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary with an index of English words. King List, these British museums, a very important guy, scholar. This is volume 2. We're going to go into volume 1 and 2. All right, this is around
1920, Chris, 100 years ago. That's what I've been saying. 200 years ago, I would say.
Right?
Early 1800s.
All right, so we're on page 815 in this book in volume 2, and we find here the word tamera'u, tamera'u, tamari, tamara'u.
All right, so let's move on to the next vid. This is enough precursor to the next vid. And you're gonna see this. Okay. You're gonna love this, guys, folks. There was a lot of meat left on those bones, but I only shared that to get us to this point right here. But hold on. Cadmus will get you. All right, let's just play it here and see what happens.
Population, the Egyptians, right? Descendants of Mizraim and Cush. He don't mention that they were actually enslaving these other people that they wanted to get rid of. We know the other side of the story. So they wanted to get rid of the so-called Jews or Hebrews, right? These foreigners in Egypt. At once, therefore, the aliens were driven from the country. And at the most outstanding and active among them banded together and, as some say, were cast ashore in Greece and certain other regions. So listen to what Diodorus is letting you know, that during the Exodus, right? Literally, this is what he's talking about. They weren't driven out from the country. They left.
Oh, and Deborah, I got to share this. No one's ever done this before. I shared this a couple years ago on TRE, where I followed a family from the Trail of Tears out to the Oklahoma, and you'd be very surprised on who was who and who was doing what and why and who and where. The Trail of Tears is a garbage, and I live right next to it. So, and I've shared this before, but this is a very low-key thing that I shared, where when I research, I'll choose one single person, and I will follow them through their whole somewhat recorded life. And it goes, when you go on the Trail of Tears, you went on the water or you went on the land, and it was all about conquest and nothing about these no one shared that before, and I delete my vids. These are time sensitive, so grenade over here, so whatever.
They rebelled and freed themselves from bondage out of Egypt. They left.
Chris and Mr. Rielso, I'm gonna use the restroom real fast. I'm gonna let this play for a minute.
Good.
All right, and this is good stuff right here.
With the help of the Most High. And Diodorus is letting you know that during this exodus, right, of the Israelites, Hebrews, they banded together, and some say were cast ashore in Greece and certain other regions. Their leaders were notable men, chief among them being Danaus. Okay, Danaus. Danaus in Greek mythology was the king of Libya. His myth is a foundation legend of Argos, whose the Argives is Danites too, as one of the foremost Mycenaean cities of the Peloponnesus. And Homer's Iliad, Danan's tribe of Dan, or Danaus, the Argives. Again, Danaus and the Danans are the Danites. They did come out of the Exodus. And also Cadmus, yes, the historical, mythical Cadmus, right? In Greek mythology, Cadmus was the legendary Phoenician founder of Boeotian Thebes, the founder of Thebes, okay? Cadmus, an exiled Israelite. I'm not the one saying that. Diodorus is telling us Danaus and Cadmus, they're supposed to be mythical people, half gods. And like I've been showing you, these Greeks turned a lot of these antediluvian people, characters, into gods and created a mythological story about their origins. But again,
there?
nations that would be intact.
I'm sorry. I pressed a button somehow. My apologies.
You're good.
Are you guys digging this?
Yeah. Trying to see where we're going here.
We're going, and then we're going to Cambridge. Cambridge, they hold the keys to a lot of this, and this is, yeah. Anyway, you guys are digging it, right?
I'm down. I'm listening.
All right, cool.
Phoenicians. So who are the Phoenicians? You always got to really study that. Get specific when they're saying Phoenician. Either way, Phoenicia, the land of Phoenicia, was in Canaan, the promised land. That was in America. You already know these people wore feather crowns. We got that on the last video.
You already know the Canaans are in Canada. You already know the Acadians are in like North America. Look up Acadia. Just replace a C, K with a C. You'll find it. You already know the Mount Babel is in the Canaanite area, in the Cathay, where Marco Polo went all the way through the Americas to Cathay. And rewriting everything in your scaffolding psyche of scaffolding. Let's go.
So Diodorus is letting you know again, they became leaders and notable men. These people coming out of the Exodus from Egypt, these Israelites, like Danaus and Cadmus. One thing about Cadmus I do want to point out, we're going to do future videos on this, is that his sister, as it says here, Phoenix, Cilix, and Europa. They named Europa after her.
Europa, and I've been looking into Yoruba pantheon. Look into it. Goes from the land of the Fae, the land of Basa, all the way to Brazil. Yoruba. I like this hashtag. Just saying. I mean, I'll tattoo that on right under my forehead tattoo with no regrets. No regrets, followed by hashtag just saying.
Europa. So if this is the sister of Cadmus, Cadmus is coming from the Israelites, then who is Europa? And why does it sound so much like Yoruba? Yoruba, Europa, Yoruba. Jorobom, Europa, Yoruba. But the greater number were driven into what is now called Judea, which is not far distant from Egypt and was at that time utterly uninhabited. The colony was headed by a man called Moses, outstanding both for his wisdom and for his courage. So who are we talking about? Judea, Moses, people coming out of Egypt, same people that Danaus and Cadmus came out of. This is Diodorus letting you know, supposedly in the 1st century BC, according to their hijack chronologies, right? But they're letting you know still who these people are. Again, confirming what we've been already going over in the last 2 videos, who are the Danans, okay? On taking possession of the land he founded, remember that it wasn't.
Mr. Rioso, what do you think about this info shared so far?
Well, I have a different idea, a different context. Why it's all jumbled. There's no mic sound up there?
Oof.
Rough.
I want to hear him so bad, right, Chris? Like, Mr. Rioso, I want to hear you, but you do have the static.
Still got the sound?
Could barely hear your voice.
He doesn't even talk. He doesn't sound Australian, Chris. Is it just me? Should we all switch to Australian dialect?
I'm from England.
He's from England, bro.
He's from England.
But I could barely hear his voice too, so I can't tell.
No matter where I go, I always run into a Brit. There's Brits everywhere.
Ronin, do you have the noise cancellation switch on him on your end?
No, I don't have that.
Switch it on your end. See if that works.
Edit mic said it. I have edit mic. Reduce background light. Let's see what happens. No, I don't have those capabilities.
You should if you go down to like our thing at the bottom and you hit the 3 buttons and you go like on my name on our individual.
Yeah, no, I did, and it said I did, and it says edit mic settings, and it says reduce mic background noise. I checked
Yeah.
that box.
Oh, and that's all it did. Didn't do anything.
It didn't do much, huh? Knowledge,
Okay.
knowledge. Yeah, know the ledge. Know the ledge.
I think it's just the background from my computer.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. We can't barely hear you.
Well, let me go back to this, homie. I'm gonna fast forward to the Cambridge. It's hard for me to fast forward because it's so full of dopeness. I hope you guys are digging it. You know what I mean? To the 8 people out here, massive love. You know what I mean? You know, we're not popular, right? We're not doing we're not giving you the feels. This is just the real shit, and it's what it is. You know.
Notes on the early history of Northern India, Part 6, on the historical value, origin, and growth of.
By the way, FYI, I download every single one of these books onto my hard drive, and I do keyword searches, and I do my own research. You know, so just throwing that out there.
Early methods of record anterior to alphabets, including ideographic signs, sacred numbers, and myths by J.F. Hewitt. This is from the Journal of the Royal Asiatic Society of Great Britain and Ireland from October 1890, pages 697 to 758. I'm going to belly flop to this part of the book. And in this part, they're talking about different nations that were going into ancient Bharat or India. And in this particular paragraph, they're talking about the Mongoloid tribes. It says, taking the last of these races first, they would seem to be the Mongoloid tribes of Malayan affinities who came to India from the east and instituted the first rude forms of village communities and of unions of villages into provinces. They were an agriculture and forest race and worshipped the Mother Earth and the local spirits living in the trees of the forest. They advanced slowly westward until they met with the second race. Listen to this. The Southern Australoids, right? The Southern Australoids, or Turanian Dravidians, the sons of the Akkadian Dan, the judge. Hold up. Southern Australoids and Turanian Dravidians are the sons.
Okay, so earlier today, Silas Speaks was talking about, they mentioned dragons and things of that nature. I just want to throw out there, you got to include the Na-Ga and the Na-Ka and the Sa-Ga and the Ta-Na, right? So like, if you think about Na is to receive, is to give, is to receive, and Ga is to give, and Sa is to give and receive. This is the Drakan style of continuing. It's like Ta, Na, like I mentioned, like Ta is land, Na is to give, right? So you're receiving the land. So it's the same as the Naga, the Neka, the Neku, the Nika, all that, right? And they might make it simplified and make it like royalty or something, but no, this is very like practical, powerful things. So when you're talking about Drakons, you're talking about high mages and wizards, and you go, we're giving you the gnosis in a way, right? Like you're royalty, but the actual boiled down symbols of it, in my opinion, is receive this power, right? In whatever, and then you Naga is serpent, yes, that's where, yes, absolutely, Naga is serpent, but serpent is dragon, right? Serpent is dragon. it's not just gnosis and serpent and getting in the way and going, I'm going to stop the horse from trampling things. It is Naga, and is also you. There's a few steps, and you get that to Dragon. You know, so yeah.
Of the Acadian den, meaning a place, like saying the den of California.
Chris, did that make sense? I feel like it. I'm close. I didn't demonstrate that properly all the way.
I mean, let it keep going a little longer, then come back to it.
All right.
The den from New York, or the Bostonian den, the Acadian den, the judge. The judge, remember the Danites are the judges, called Danava. We know the Danavas is Danites, and Asura, the Asura or the Surava people are from the sons of Dan, Shuham, Sus. In the Hindu mythology,
the Sioux, Chris, the Sioux.
The Sioux.
Sioux. It's important.
Danus in the Sendavesta and Danaai by the Greeks, right? Confirming, same people. They were the shepherds living in the Himalayan valleys, the shepherds in the Himalayan valleys, and the.
See, this is what I'm saying. You know, the Nagas, yeah, like America's India is what I'm saying, bro. Like Indians is Tamari Kar, right? Ameri, both north and south. This is India over here's, and they were not called India. They were Bharat, you know. And they were talking over like getting these are dealing with particular resets and particular physical timeline changes. Yes, the Sioux. See what I'm saying? The Sioux, right? And there's, look at all that fancy spelling. S-I-O-U-X. But what do they do with the Sumer? The Sumer. They just go S-E-M-U-R. They just go S-U. But they got to make the Sioux all this complex stuff, and that is so basic and will throw off the most simple-minded mother effers out there, and there's a lot of them.
Mountains of the east, who fed their flock and herds along the river plains, where they were open and free from forests. All right, again, Danites, the southern Astroloids, the Dravidians of India are the sons of the Acadian Dan, the judge, Danites. All right, din to judge, din to judge, Dan to judge. Let's read from this book real quick. It's from Mike M. Joseph, Middle East Blueprint for the Final Solution, the Come, Fall, and Rise of Western Democracy. I'm on page 512 of the book. And this part is referring to the letter between the Spartans and the Hebrews, and how they were both acknowledging that they were brethren. These Danite Spartan Greeks migrated later toward their new homeland in Denmark, Danmark, or Mark of Dan, okay, the Danes, and then to Ireland.
Chris, they ain't ready for this one. Ireland, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for the Sacs, the Sakai, the Saxons, the Sakai, the Scythians. They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for the Black Sea, which is also called the Naga Danez. Danez means river. The Black Sea, Naga. These freaking dragons, the Caspians, the Pale. Caspi, pay is the pale. It doesn't mean what people look like. It means what's in their heart and spirit. Soulless cats. So there's no heroes out here, but there is gnosis out here on who's running which blueprint and which revision of which blueprint. Get them. Get them. We ain't yo. If you think you ain't pale, that is a adjective, not a noun. All right. So there's a bunch of goofy ass cats that took over Africa that were pale, Caspian, and they sucked. They were jerks. All right. There ain't no heroes out here, folks. We're dealing with blueprints version. Chris, what version of the blueprint are we dealing with every 200 years? Are we dealing with version 11 right now or what?
Man, I don't know.
Okay.
Could be 15.
Because I think 10, if we're version with 10 and they're every 200 years, that was 2,000 years ago. I feel like we're at version 11. That's why I said that.
Yeah, it could be the L even.
L E. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Much later, some of their Danite musicians and songwriters composed songs like the famous The London Air, also called Danny Boy. You guys understand that famous Irish song, Danny Boy? They're talking about the tribe of Dan, the progenitor, Danny Boy, the tribe, the people. Let us now read some interesting quotes from the celebrated Irish author, Thomas More, in the History of Ireland, 1837. More tells us of, they took that page out, man. But don't worry, guys, I got the primary source. So again, The History of Ireland by Thomas More, Esquire, Volume 1. This is 1835. I got an earlier version. On page 71 of this book, of course, throughout the book, he's talking about the different nations of ancient Ireland. In this page 71, he is mentioning the Furbolgs. Now, the Furbolgs, future video, possible Hamite people, Hamite giant people. Tall, very tall people, considered giants, Hamites. Their tenure of royalty, however, was but short. For not more than 30 or 40 years had this quintuple sovereignty remained in their hands when they were disposed by the Tuatha de Danann, the tribe of the Danann, or the people of God, the tribe of Dan, a people famed for necromancy, who after sojourning for some time in Greece, where they had learned, right? They were where in Greece? Remember the Danann, the Danai, remember who was in Greece? Atmis, who are the Spartans, who's all these people, the Argives. It's matching, right? The history, where they had learned this mysterious art. They had learned all this stuff, he's saying.
So I think that's enough knowledge for a lot of the people because.
Oh, wait. I wanted to hear the rest of that about the sorcery.
Yeah, we got it. I was, yeah.
Just when we get into necromancy, you're going to cut it off on us?
Oh, magic and all that. Proceeded from thence to Denmark. They went to Denmark, right? We just read they became the Danes and Norway. Denmark and Norway, the tribe of Dan from Greece, and became possessors while in those countries of certain marvelous treasures, among which were the Stone of Destiny, the Sorcerer's Spear, and the Magic Cauldron. Listen to that. Armed with these wonderful gifts, the tribe of the
Whoa. Pause it.
Scotland. And after...
So, that's weird. Isn't it now the Spear of Destiny and this? I feel like that's mixed up.
Well, it's mixed up for a reason. Perhaps.
Like it's the Sorcerer's Stone and the Spear of Destiny. Like, isn't that now what they call it? What they say?
And the Magic Cauldron. So armed with these wonderful gifts. Actually, no. These are this plus this plus this are the wonderful gifts. So am I hearing what you're saying correctly or what?
Yeah, I think See, so it's like I'm thinking of like the movie, like I guess it's movie titles that are in my head. So when they wrote that woman who wrote Harry Potter, it's the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, and then you get so like the word it's mixed around. It's almost like a
those people. Yeah, bro.
So
like,
which one's the code? This one or that one? Maybe she did that on purpose. I don't know. But
it's definitely not the Holly weirdos.
Because I also thought it was Spear of Destiny. But that's interesting to hear Stone of Destiny. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spear of Destiny from the Crucifixion, exactly. But now this is saying Stone of Destiny. And instead of Sorcerer's Stone, they have Sorcerer's Spear. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this is another form of astroturfing, in my opinion, where they're combining and taking over the messages of perhaps real world things, but also hype. It's also the playbook. It's the blueprint. And they're just tweaking it just a bit, just to perhaps.
They're saying Stone of Scone from Scotland is the Stone of Destiny too. That stone that the throne is put on. The coronation chair. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like the fantasy world, the illusionary narrative controllers definitely will use some of this lingo and will definitely muddy the waters a touch to throw one off from what's really happening. And that is a very common thing, Chris. And you know this. I'm not saying you don't already know.
Absolutely. But go on.
You want to keep listening to him?
How much more is there on this page? How far was he?
It's a lot, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like rewriting entire history. There's another 10 minutes involved here.
No, you didn't have to go much further. I just wanted to see what he was saying about the wonderful gifts.
Oh, and let's give it another 1 minute and see what.
Okay.
And then we'll talk and chatter and get out of here.
Okay.
Rested for some years, set sail under the auspices of their chieftain Nuad of the Silver Hand for Ireland. Here, landing secretly under the cover of a mist which their enchantments had raised, these sorcerers penetrated into the country and had reached Sliab and Uaruin, the mountain of iron, between the lakes of Allen and Irni, before their presence was discovered. In process of time, the Tuatha de Danann were themselves dispossessed of their sway, a successful invasion from the coast of Spain having put an end to the Dananian dynasty, all right, what happened, and transferred the scepter into the hands of the Milesian or Scotic race, all right, future video, who's the Milesians or Scotic races, all right, which through so long a series of succeeding ages supplied Ireland with her kings, all right, so that was a little history here. A little further ahead in the book, it says here, by some, the Danans are conjectured to have been Danes, or at least from the country of the people afterwards known by that name. And the Bardic historians who describe this colony as speaking the German language mention Denmark and Norway as the last places from whence they migrated to the British Isles. Interesting footnote here says the superior
and something he doesn't mention here, but I talk about this all the time when I mention in my salutations things like Harmony, Garmuni, Gurmuni, Hermuni. This is where the Garamans come in. Look into the Garamans and into Hermuni. Germany. So if you could literally say, does her also equal har? And you could also research, does gur also equal gar? And then you go, does her equal gur? And does gar equal har? It's super basic ass research on your own. That's why I say you don't need a guru. You can figure this out yourself. And that's why a lot of cats don't even get what I'm talking about most of the time. Get them to myself. I'm basically laughing at my own jokes right now. I'm like, these cats are just, you ever laugh at someone who laughs at their own jokes? I'm laughing at my own decodes right now. You know what I mean?
Intelligence of these people, the Damni or Danans, and of the Clanat Rockboy, considered with Tacitus' account of the trade of Ireland in.
It's called a programmer. Get them. I can't help it, Chris. I gotta just throw that in there.
Leads me to suppose that the coal works at Ballycasty on the northern coast, which exhibit marks of ancient operations, had been worked by either or both. All right, the Danans were doing that mining. They were great metal workers, the tribe of Dan. So who was mining the copper out of Michigan, right, and bringing it, right? Who was the merchants, remember?
I'm a miner.
All right, again, that was just some references from the book The History of Ireland by Thomas More. We're going to go back to the other book we were reading. All right, so you guys remember, we got cut off. They were about to quote Thomas More. And yeah, well, good thing we had the original, right? So we went to see it ourselves. We're going to continue. It says, the Tuatha Dé Danann came to Ireland and subdued the alarmed.
All right, so we're going to stop this. This is just a brochure to the reality that's happening out here. I could jam to these people all the time, man. You know what I mean? Like, and then you trust but verify, and you look into Timor, Timu. Like Slick Dissonant was talking Timu the other week, right? This is Appalachia, right? Ko Ta, right? Timu Ka. Ka Lu, the Loosh, the Loosh, the Loo, the Loosh. Anyone talking Loosh and they don't know Lu, they don't know any experience related to Ethiopia, related to Lu, then they don't know what they're talking about. But over here, at the Ronin experience, we know what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, cats ain't out here showing respect to the Ronin experience, and they out here talking about Kalu. They don't know nothing about Loosh. Out here talking Loosh. They don't know shit about Loosh. You know what I mean? They just don't. You know? And they package it in
you gotta tell them
in a more like agreeable way. They don't know about Saracens and the coat of arms of the Andrus, the Rus, the Saracens, the Rus, Andrus, official coat of arms of the Andrus. I mean, here's South Vietnam, right? 2 blue dragons, which ties into what Silas was talking about last night with Saturn and blue, right? They don't know shit. Oh, you guys didn't see that. Darn it. I hate. I'm sorry. This is just South Vietnam. 2 blue dragons. Silas talked about this last night. Saturn. There's Saturn worshipers everywhere. Cube, blue. Let's go. And then here we go. Here's another one. You go, cool story. You guys are talking. Who cares? You know, and I tell cats all the time out here, how much XRP, this is crypto financial talk, how much XRP was added to the circulation supply in May 1st, which was yesterday, 2026? Short answer, 300 mil. They add a bill, 1 bill every single first of the month, folks. You dumb-dumbs out here. These are all these retards out here talking crypto. They don't know shit about crypto. They don't know shit about crypto. And out here, and it's cool if you don't know shit about crypto, no problem. But if you're out here talking crypto, you don't know shit about crypto. Just put in your YouTube XRP. You'll see. Just put in your YouTube Wilfie. You'll see. They had an all-time low yesterday, Wilfie motherfuckers. And you got these decoder motherfuckers out here that are crushing you. Talking XRP's about to run. Talking about Wilfie's about to run. It's all-time lows, you dumb fucks. There's levels to this shit. Okay? There's levels to this decode shit. Fuck your sandals. Fuck your dumb dogma. Fuck you. Y'all don't know shit out here. Y'all are getting annihilated out here. Y'all don't know shit about nothing. Y'all can't handle obstacles. Y'all can't handle technocracy. Y'all can't handle how to fucking navigate out here in some digital gangster ghost ass shit. Y'all don't fucking know nothing. Can't even grow your own shit. Y'all can't do shit. And that's why the Ronin experience out here doesn't have 1 million views, because people love the comfort of the misery of other comfort, and they don't even know the definition of misery that it comes from Islam. In Missouri, they don't know nothing. That's how clueless these people are. The blind leading the mother effing blind. And when I see a pile of lemmings running over the cliff, I will gladly step out of the way and show them the way. There's the cliff. Jump off it, you dumb fucks. They don't know shit about privacy. They don't know digital gangster shit. They don't know nothing. They don't know sound money. They don't know Edwin von Mises. They haven't read. They don't know shit. And they're out here attempting to teach people. I'm going to teach you guys how to do stuff. They don't, your quote unquote teacher doesn't know shit. You know what I mean, Chris? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, yo. These cats out here, Chris, do you get empowered listening to these people or what? Like, or what are you doing? What are y'all doing, yo? Yeah, I've been trading the last couple of weeks on oil. I watch a Trump tweet. I've been shorting and longing oil all the last couple of weeks.
How you been doing?
Pretty good.
Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Because I also know the things like Iran is going, you want to go through my spot? You got to give me Bitcoin. That's what they talk. Y'all don't know that shit. They don't want the dollar. Y'all don't know the UAE just left OPEC. Y'all don't know OPEC supports the petrodollar. Y'all don't know the petrodollar supports the actual dollar. Y'all don't know shit. What are you doing about it? I can tell you right now, anything I do about it, you can't find out what I'm doing about it online. You don't know about hacks on password managers. You don't know fucking nothing. You know, but let's talk about plasma. Let's talk about protons and fucking electrons and neutrons. Get the fuck out of here. What a waste of time. You know, like not using the code for utility. Could you imagine? I use the code for utility. I'm a programmer. I'm a programmer. IRL. Okay, folks. What do you listen? You listen to a guy talk for several hours. What'd you gain from it? Did it really help you? Or do you want to know a real VPN that runs on decentralized nodes across the realm, paid with a completely the best tech privacy coin ever to operate and avoid all age verification, KYC, AML shit? Well, would that be helpful? Who else shares that shit but me? Anyone? I mean, gosh. There's some dangerous like the Ronin experience is like one of the most, like, honestly, is dangerous. Like it's dangerous for y'all to be over here, if I'm being real. You know what I mean? And I've watered down my message. Oh, could you imagine the mystic Ronin? He doesn't talk this way. He doesn't share these. Oh, he doesn't talk about this or that. Who gives a fuck? It's all fucking useless anyway. You know, do you have a radium spring in your backyard like me? I don't think so, B. Do you even know about radium like that? Do your kids still have their wisdom teeth in them? Do you gosh, these people don't know the OSI model like nothing. Like, what are you even talking about? Breathe. I'm breathe all the time. I'm a breatharian for sure. But I'm saying, like, all these other cats out here are fucking lame as shit to me. So many lames out here. These fucking lames. You don't know anybody until they get a little pressure applied to them. Fuck these lames. Breathe. I'm always breathing, yo. Fucking lame motherfucking people out here on the internet sharing their quote unquote wisdom is fucking useless, dumbass shit. And basically, like, hey, I'm weak. Can you also be weak with me? Yeah, we're weak with you, brother. Yeah, okay. Oh, also, can you buy my Patreon? You're right. I need water. Not breath. I need water. Hold on. The Patreon. What's a Patreon going to give you? The Patreon shit is usually useless info too. The Ronin experience goes, here's where you get your own books. Here's where you get your own info. You want to learn history? You want to learn technical analysis? You want to learn anything about anything? Fuck Patreon. Figure it out yourself. You want a savior? Save me. Save me. Abolish my sins and save me. Get the fudge out of here. You trying to go to what are you looking for? A cosmic lawyer? You looking for a cosmic lawyer? That's what you're looking for? Get the fuck out of here, yo. But you don't get it, Chris. Get the fuck out. Oh my gosh, man. Dude. Oh my God. I'm so sickened by, like, the people. I don't blame the grifters. I blame the people are so fucking dumb as shit. Charge these people. A fool and his money will soon be parted from each other. Charge everyone for anything. Fuck these people. I don't blame the grifters. Grift and I blame the grifted. You know? And you go, cool story. You want to do digital shadow shit and financial shadow shit and this and that. Okay, fine. What does that mean? It go, yeah, I mean, the more the better, but I won't really rock with too many people if they're rocking with CBDCs, which will be introduced very soon. But I also it's a strange paradox where I'll make exceptional amount of gains when the true technocracy is implemented, but I also know how to avoid that. So I'll also be benefiting from it. So it's a very interesting paradox, but also, whatever. I checked my vids today. I got 11 people that like my vids, Chris. They like 11 cats consistently hit the like. Could you imagine the lowest denominator of gratitude than hitting a daggone like button on a thing, a thumbs up? Then again, who cares? We don't make money on this.
Yeah, it's true. One more, yo. You have 12. You know, then you can start your own.
I got 12, dude. From 11 to 12,
You can start your own. Just, you know,
10%. That's
little
almost
movement.
10% upgrade.
That's like your own apostle class right there.
But I should drop.
Amen. Amen. You all right?
Shout out to cannabis. I just cannabis.
Yeah, that's right. You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. Typically, excuse me, it got me. Silas is in here to talk it through, but folks are about to get so jammed up they have no idea what's coming. Literally. Prepper mentality. They have not been preparing. Okay. They wait for the storm to be directly over their head.
We wish them well.
Wish them well. I'm stepping to the side. Man, I'm sorry for the coughing. It just got to me.
It's all good, brother.
All right, let's get out of here.
Let's dip out. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you, Ronin.
Yes,
Double header.
Coughing. I've been feeling it lately. It's like I don't know if it's the plants or what. Hold on, water. I have water right here. Wata. All right, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was. When you blaze, everyone out there listening to, when you blaze chamomile tea. Oh, I got, dude. My tea comes from local people who grow it and make it. I don't grow chamomile right now, but I should, and I'll just dry it out and make my own tea. That's how we do. But everyone's giving me advice. Good Lord. I appreciate everyone giving me advice. It's like, yo, take chamomile tea, drink water, yo. What are you doing? I mean, when you rip,
They care about you.
Butterscotch candy, but not at night. We gotta do that in the daytime. And dude, that's straight grandma shit too, yo. Like, if I'm gonna be I'm gonna run a grandma house, Chris, you're gonna have butterscotch candy all the time.
I'll take some of that.
Yeah, I'll rock one, but I mean, I can't.
more than one, so much.
Focus on you. We care about you. Thank you. I am focusing on me. Definitely. Dude, trying to ground more. Bro, they keep cutting down trees, man. It's wild. I put my hands on the trees and it's like, yo, they keep cutting y'all down. That's what's going on right now. It's wild.
You know what they're up to. Just gonna keep happening.
Dude. All right, let's get out. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. It's our 2 hours.
It wasn't as good as I mean. I feel like last night was better.
Well, we did a double header.
A double header.
It's a lot.
Yes, I concur. Hot toddy. Oh, yeah. You know I love a good hot toddy, but I can't make it. I need someone's grandmother to make it for me. Yeah, love to hug them trees. You gotta hug the trees. Where's the hot toddy comment? Oh yeah, hot toddy. I gotta make one. I don't want to make one by myself. It doesn't have the same power. Everything needs to be done with love and intention. So if I'm making them, I need someone's grandmother to make me a hot toddy with love and intention and go drink this. And I go, I trust you. I'm drinking it. And then I feel better 12 hours later after I sweat through everything. So great show once again, fellas. Yo. Hey, yo. Deborah, the feeling is omnidirectional. You made me laugh. I'll tell you that right now. You think Deborah's cool, Chris?
Yeah, that was super cool.
You know her or what?
Yeah. Very chill.
Tommy's cool. Have you checked out Tommy's YouTube channel yet?
I believe I have. I haven't been online much lately. I have to. If I haven't, I'll check it out if I didn't.
He shares cool shit. Like, subscribe. Yeah, join. What are you even doing right now? Or get left behind. See you later. Ciao, dudes.
Big love, guys.
Mr. Rioso being fancy. All right, do you want me to play? Ciao. I'll tell my homies ciao. Chris, should I play? I'm going to play an outgoing song. How aggressive should it be?
It's very aggressive.
Very? Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to play 2 songs. Very aggressive. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Hey, man, this one's very aggressive. I'm going to play 2 songs. And they are aggressive. Feel free to hang or not hang. Feel free to share this to your friends and stuff. Chris, anything else, man? Let's get out of here, bro. I think it was fun. I don't know, Chris. I just want to do another one tonight. I feel like I was still energized from last night,
Yeah, man. I mean, it's always good to put out when you feel like you should. I thought it was good. Don't think about it too much.
All right, sweet. I don't want to think. I can't stop not thinking about stuff. I don't want to think about stuff.
You just got to block it out like a normie,
Yeah, I want to. Ignorance is bliss, but I know like it's not. But also, you got to take a vacation, I think, a mental vacation. Chris, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone in the chat. So much love. This feels like, to me, tonight it felt like, Chris, if I'm being honest, it felt like this was for me, just to vent. This is just a Ronin vent show or something,
Well, it is the Ronin experience.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to be authentic and just right or wrong or anything. Anyway, I'm out of here, Chris. Anything else for the people? I'm done.
That's all I got. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Massive love. Let's go.
I'm a Monero extremist. Ain't no lab like a chemist. Fuck a normie opinion. All my bosses run Linux. Make crypto scary again. Talking back on they wonder who win. When the bank circulation, ignore regulation. Bailouts and for printing and constant inflation. Back when Bitcoin been making a change. Back before Lambo Moose shit was the rage. Back before Ross was stuck in the cage. Back when our stream wasn't a vase. Back when OGs was still making waves. Back before press was printing first page. Back when the banks still hadn't heard. Back when our wallet was built by a Merc. Taking it back, this my Genesis block. Cypherpunk shit, yeah, I guess they forgot. Encrypted partition, SD card edition. Talking about scanning like boats on a dock. PGP keys over likes and repost. And got paper wallets, hope it ain't lost. I'll say like this, it's strapped up like a hot take. Rotated identity, skipper like toes. Taking it back to the day, this my Genesis block. This my Genesis block. Taking it back to the day, this my Genesis block. Yeah. Taking it back to the day, yeah. This my Genesis block. 3 letters surveillance. This my Genesis block. Yeah, this my Genesis block. 3 letters surveillance, treating them like gods. Torah's a bundle, remixing my remix. Wanting more freedom from world acting down. Real gon' float, the fake gonna drown. Shout out Satoshi, never cashing out. If Bitcoin established was the payment route. Wonder if Blockstream figured it out, or if the banking system had them all bought out. Sell out been on Reddit for wanting big blocks. When did the hackers start giving TED Talks? Scaling solutions, choosing a walk. When fees go up, the banks feel the love. The mining solutions, gatekeeper of sorts. Fractional reserve like the feds going short. Thought crypto was freedom from central control. Atomic sauce for freedom from the last resort. Taking it back to the day, this my Genesis block. This my Genesis block. Taking it back to the day, this my Genesis block. Yeah. Taking it back to the day, this my Genesis block. This my Genesis block. This my Genesis block. I had crypto dreams when I was dead broke. Back when Bitcoin was just a joke. Back when I would max out credit cards to trade on BitMEX with hope. What comes next? When I wished for a bit of hope, cause this money I couldn't afford to lose. Just up all night, 2 hours sleep, no snooze. Chest pain and migraines, my blow a fuse. So I'm up all night like a naked night rerun. Like a naked knife. And that pain inside, the type of stuff that makes me feel numb. We came from the bottom, made it to the top. So fuck how they feel. They think I got lucky or that it was chance. They have it so wrong, I hold it so strong. When you know this your shot, you can't afford to miss. All the money you had goes in fortune, no kiss. My biggest expenses were taxes and interest extension. I could've cashed out, got the Lambo and man. Put it all on the gamble. Leverage trading with ammo, I'm feeling like Rambo. Get shot, get back up and fuck up a couple of commas. I can't feel losses on my money, I'm can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Made it through all of the pain and the darkness. Change point of views just to continue. This world is too klein, I just wanna be righteous. The Lambo won't matter when you are a father. Likes and reposts from a girl who won't mother. Flexing with brands, that means that we branded. Stop making money just to impress others. Can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Made it through all of the pain and the darkness. Change point of views just to continue. The world is too klein, I just wanna be righteous. I just wanna be righteous. I just wanna be right. Just wanna be right. I just wanna be right. Just wanna be right. They ask what the fuck that money means. I balanced out like a triple B. I used to have fantasies of trips overseas, planting seeds that will never sow trees. Clown shit that spreads like a disease, turning play into degenerate seed. Hard to justify lies that demoralize to destroy our society. Now all my dreams about getting some land so I can settle and have a big fam. If you're not architecting, you building someone else's plan. When I was younger, I could not understand fear I could ever feel losing it all. Underground money, I don't need a ball. When you're in need, there's no one to call. Dig up the shovel, hope I ain't forgot what it feels like to feel the rain. Talking worst times of my life getting paid. Can't feel my losses, I must be insane. Alarms up at night, profit targets to aim. Numbing the matrix, the money ain't real. Consumers are dooming without a strong will. Working to make it so that we can heal. Be an example of the house on the hill. Lead by example, I hope to make changes. And people discarded that feel like lost strangers. The people united puts power in danger. Want to get fractions and not just remainders. Can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Made it through all of the pain and the darkness. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Made it through all of the pain and the darkness. I can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. 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 Can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Can't feel my losses, I'm heartless. Can't feel my losses, I'm